Now I'm a little bit late in filming this because I've been seeing a lot of the 2013 kind of beauty favorites for the year on other YouTubers' channels, but as in most things, I just run a little bit tardy. So I wanted to go ahead and film this for you guys because it's something that I had mentioned and some of you seemed really interested in. So this is going to be my 2013 beauty MVPs. Now I have, you know, a lot of makeup and I tend to kind of trade out things and try new stuff, put it away for a little while and keep kind of rotating out products, but there are certain things that I remember using quite often kind of all throughout the year, and those are the things that I really wanted to mention to you guys and just kind of give you an idea of stuff that I feel like I kind of can't live without. So the first thing I have is a treatment product. This is something I've been using for a really long time, and it's one of those things that if I run out of it, I immediately repurchase it. Sometimes I even just keep a backup because I'm afraid I'm going to run out of it. It used to come in a clear container so you could actually see how much product was in here, but now it's frosted and it's hard to tell, although the lid does come off. But it is the Clinique Turnaround Concentrate Radiance Renewer. Now this has been in a lot of different formats over the years. When I used to work at Clinique, it was called Total Turnaround. It came in a jar, and then it was like a lot thicker of a product, someone maybe for oilier or for drier skin. And then they changed it to the Turnaround Concentrate, or Total Turnaround Concentrate or something. It's had a million different names. But I've always loved this product because it is a chemical exfoliator. I know that sounds really frightening, but it basically just helps to kind of renew the skin and keep it looking really fresh and really radiant. And I find that when I don't use this product, that my skin looks a lot more dull. Makeup doesn't go on as smoothly. I have like flaky patches and things like that. So this, in combination with my regular 3-step that I use, is just an awesome combination and something that I absolutely cannot live without. Now, one of my biggest problem areas on my face is dark circles under my eyes. I've always had these. I mean, you can go back and look at pictures of me from when I was a little girl. That's just how my face is. Ever since I've always used makeup, I've, you know, tried concealers and things like that, and they worked okay, but still in photos and things you could really see that kind of dark pigmentation under my eyes. So probably in the last year I've heard a lot about using kind of peach colored concealers, and for some reason this eluded me all these years and I never had considered or thought about this. And I noticed that a lot of people use like the Bobbi Brown peach something concealer, of course the matte concealers, and I was looking for something a little bit more cost effective. And so I was in Target one day and I came across this, which is the Pixie Brightening Peach Concealer, and I picked that up. It's under $20 and it has absolutely changed my life. I love this product so much. I've had it for over half the year and you can see there's still a lot left in it. I use the absolute tiniest amount. Dip my ring finger in, dot it right underneath my eyes, and it just immediately erases that really kind of bluish pigment that's underneath my eyes that causes those really deep dark circles. I could probably see this lasting for another 6 months. I mean, it's that kind of firm of a concealer. It's not something that I use on its own. I also put another concealer over that to kind of match, you know, my foundation. But this one certainly alleviates those blue circles that have plagued me for oh so many years. So next thing that I have is my foundation, which is the Naked Skin foundation by Urban Decay. I think it's kind of a pricey foundation. It's like over $30, close to $40, but it does last a really long time. I find that I don't have to use a ton of it. It's a really weightless formula. It evens out the skin tone. It doesn't look matte so that it's unnatural, but it kind of has just the ever slightest kind of dewy finish, not wet but kind of dewy. And I love that it comes in so many shades too, because I know that that is a huge problem for some people. This I have in shade 3.5, and it's kind of, I think, a perfect match for me, but there are a lot of shades lighter than this as well as tons of shades darker. So if you have problems matching foundation, this is one I would definitely recommend giving a try. But anyway, it's a really awesome foundation. I love it. Another Urban Decay product that I've been using a lot this year is the Primer Potion in Eden. Now, I have before used the Primer Potion, just the regular one, which is kind of just a flesh color, and then I've also used the one in Sin, which is kind of a champagne-y golden shimmery color. For some reason I went to buy Sin and they were out, and so they had this one in Eden, and I just picked it up thinking that I might like it, and I really love it. It's a matte formula, so it's not going to have any shimmer to it, and it's a little bit lighter than just the regular primer potion. So what it does is kind of give a little bit of a brightening effect, and kind of erases any of those discolorations or dark colors on the lid before you apply your eyeshadow. It works the exact same as Sin or the original primer potion, or the new kind of aging one, but this one I think is a really interesting color, and it goes really great, especially if you like to wear kind of lighter matte colors on your lid or anything. This is definitely one that I have used the heck out of this year. Now, I tried to pick an eyeshadow that's kind of my beauty MVP for the year. That is so hard because I really wear different eyeshadow every day. I try to change it up as often as I can so that I can photograph looks for you guys, and just try out different colors and different color combinations. But one palette that I thought about that I used a ton this year was the Comfort Zone palette by Wet n Wild, and I think this was the year 2013 that I actually discovered Wet n Wild. I know it's mortifying that I had not used them before now, but as I explained in a video months ago, I worked at a department store for Clinique, and I just never even ventured outside of that. I mean, it's so bizarre. It wasn't until my mid-30s that I discovered the glories of the Wet n Wild palettes. Now, I have a ton of these. The trios are awesome, but this particular palette I think is just a real standout for me. It's the Comfort Zone palette. It has lots of neutral colors, but also some kind of greens over here that are a bit more fun. That Duochrome that I used in a tutorial a while back, I'll link that below for you. And just some really awesome shades. They're all somewhat shimmery. I wouldn't call them like glittery, but they all do have a frost to them. But just really beautiful colors here. Now, on from eyeshadow is eyeliner. And this is the Physicians Formula Eye Booster eyeliner in Ultra Black. And it's just kind of a felt tip liner that is just amazing. Now, I've heard a rumor lately that it's changed a little bit. I have not purchased it since then, so I don't know. But I've heard it's not as dark. So if you give it a try and don't like it as much, I apologize, they've changed something about it. But this particular eyeliner is a really dark jet black color. It goes on so smoothly. The applicator is just amazing. You get such a perfect fluid line. And the thinness of the pencil itself is really easy to hold. It comes in brown also, and they're about $11 I think, which is kind of pricey I guess for a drugstore product, but if you compare it to something like the Urban Decay liquid eyeliner, that's like 20 bucks, so half the price essentially, and you're getting just a really awesome product. And anytime I've used a black eyeliner or wanted a winged look for my eyeshadow, I've always turned to this. Of course, nothing finishes off your eyeshadow look like a great mascara. I have tried so many. I actually just got a little container here that my mom gave me. It's like a candle container from Bath & Body Works. And these hold all the mascaras that I have, minus one that is in a haul bag that I'm about to do for you guys. So yeah, I've been trying out a lot of mascaras. There have been some really great ones. The Lancome Hypnos mascara, Milani Runway lashes, Clump Crusher by CoverGirl. There have been some not so great ones. I'm not a fan of the Rocket, although a lot of people love it. Still can't get used to the Avon Mega Last. It's very strange. Let's see here, Voluminous Million Lashes by L'Oreal. Didn't love that one either. It flaked like a son of a bee on me. But the one that I have turned to over and over and over again this year is the Clinique High Impact Mascara. And this is just the original High Impact Mascara formula, not the Extreme Volume one, which I have that one too and I love it. But I just think this is such an awesome mascara. You can build on it without it being clumpy. It really adds a lot of color and depth and volume to your lashes while still giving them length. The brush is pretty traditional. Nothing special there, I guess, but apparently something is, because it works really well. I guess a lot of it has to do with the fact that the bristles are just very close together. Keeps your lashes from clumping. One thing I've mentioned in past videos is that I prefer the mascara in the sample size. I have no idea why. I feel like the brush is different. Something is different about the sample size versus the full size. So if you could get your hands on a little sample size of the Clinique High Impact Mascara, give it a try. It is fantastic, and I've been using it for years and I still continue to turn to it. A part of my look that I wear every day that would not be autumn without them are my eyebrows. I've talked about them quite a bit in different videos, explaining to you guys how I tweeze hell out of them until they don't grow anymore. Now I have to draw them on. And this could not be possible without my very favorite eyebrow product here. It's my friend. I love it. It is the Clinique Brow Shaper in Shaping Taupe. I probably started wearing this when I worked at Clinique, and that was the last time I worked at Clinique was in 2006. I have purchased a total of 3 of these since 2006. This is how long they last. It is an extremely hard product, so I kind of have to use the brush to break it up a little bit. It is the perfect color. It's so silky smooth. I think it's about $15 for this little compact. Like I said, it will last me for years when I purchase one of them. So this is an absolute must in my makeup bag. I absolutely cannot go through a makeup application process without turning to this. So when I've completed my eye makeup and my face makeup and everything, the last couple of things I do are to put on my cheeks and my lip products. So one cheek product that I have just used the snot out of this year is the Pixie, I'm trying to open the dang thing, the Pixie Bronze Bloom Trio. And I got this at Target. It just comes in this cute little compact. The compact is actually what caught my eye in the first place. I was shopping at Target and I wanted to look for kind of a little bronzer and blush duo. I had something similar to this from Too Faced that I had purchased years ago, and I ran out of it. So I went to Target just thinking maybe I'll find something there. Came across this brand, and I had never tried anything by Pixie before. This one has, of course, your bronzer on this side, which you can see I've hit pan on, and then over here it's got like a peach and a pink cheek color. What I love about these is that they have such a beautiful glow to them without being glittery. So there aren't chunks of glitter in this, but when you apply it to your cheeks, it just has the most beautiful kind of glow, makes you look very healthy and very radiant. The bronzer is a lovely color because it's not too dark, and being fair skinned like I am, I need something that's not going to just, you know, look like I've got rubbed chocolate on my face. So the combination of these is just amazing. You can swirl them all together. You can wear them individually. I like to actually put the peach and the pink together, and it makes the most perfect kind of neutral blush tone. So this is just an awesome little product. As far as my lips are concerned, again, kind of like with the eyeshadow, I try to change it up a lot. Tended to go through phases this year where I would wear, you know, a lot of nude lips or a lot of glosses. Then when the new kind of balm stains and matte and lacquer balms and all that stuff came out, I really tried out those a lot. But there's one lipstick that I have used and used and used and used, and that is the NYX round lipstick in Perfect. And I think I actually bought this in 2012, but I have continued to use it all this year, and I just absolutely love it. I still have quite a bit left in it, but I have worn it a lot for special occasions, for when I wanted something that just looked really put together and kind of just nice on the lips, very natural, but made me look like I had something on. This is what I turn to. I wore this on my wedding day. I have it on today. I wore it for job interviews. Anything that was important and I needed to just really look my best, I pulled this out of my makeup bag and I wore it. I love the formula. It's very creamy when it goes on. It does not dry to a matte finish, but it dries to enough of a matte finish that it's very long lasting. It looks so pretty underneath a gloss by itself with a lip liner. You can really just do a million different things with it. It's kind of that perfect in-between color, hence the name. And I just love, love, love this lipstick formula. The other great thing about this particular product is that I think the lipsticks are about $4. So if you were to lose it or need to replace it, it's not going to kill your pocketbook. And I just think this particular color is just the bee's knees. The last thing I want to talk about is a hair product. You guys may or may not know this, but I've always, well, for about the better part of a decade, from when I was a sophomore in college until about 3 years ago, I had really short hair. It was like a pixie cut short, X-Sparkage short. And I started to grow it out. It was tragic. It took forever. It was like so many times I thought I'd just go and chop it all off because it was awful. It was in an awkward stage for like, I don't know, 2 years it felt like. I have very, very thick hair, and so when you start to grow it out, it doesn't really grow down, it kind of grows out. And I just had so much trouble with my hair for those couple of years. I wore a lot of bandanas. So since my hair's kind of grown out now, I've had to really rethink my processes as far as what I use to shampoo and condition them, how I style them, and the products that I use on an everyday basis to do that. One thing that I notice with my hair is that I, for one, get static. I'll use hairspray and that does help, but I don't like the stiffness of the hairspray. I want something that's going to give me a little bit of shine, and I found a few products that I really like. But the one thing that helps give it shine, make it smoother, and just help the overall texture of my hair is this product here, which is called Redken Glass. Now, I very first used this when I was a junior or senior. I think I was a junior in high school. I got my hair cut in Longview, Texas by a lady named Veda. I remember it because of my girl. But anyway, she used this on my hair, and I just thought it was the most glorious thing because it made my hair so soft and so silky, and I'd never felt that on my hair before because my hair has always felt kind of coarse. So, you know, cut to a decade and a half later, and I'm thinking about what to put on my hair, and I remembered this product, and I went and Googled it, and I found it. And of course it was more expensive than I remember, but it lasts a really long time. You just need a few drops in your hands, rub it through your hair. It just leaves the most beautiful kind of sheen to your hair. It gives it such a wonderful texture. Any kind of flyaways that you might have trouble with, this gets rid of those. It is just a miracle product, and I absolutely love it. Now, I could see that if you had oily hair that you might not like this, because I could see that it might weight it down, but I don't have oily hair. I could apply conditioner all day long and my hair would still be giant and full of volume, so I don't have to worry so much about that. But this product is an absolute lifesaver for me, and if you kind of have this similar hair as I do, then you might give this one a try. It's about $17 for the jar or the bottle, but like I said, it lasts forever. So those are some of my beauty products for the year that I've just absolutely loved, that I've used over and over and over again, and really haven't left my makeup bag the whole year. I hope you guys had a wonderful New Year's, and talk to you soon. Bye.